Honduras is a tropical country, a beautiful one indeed, who lacks the proper funds to protect and preserve their natural resources. So I2I volunteers get involved in all kinds of conservational projects like replanting and reforestation, kind of work on forest clouds in the mountains, to preserving the genetic materials with a botanical garden on the lowlands, all the way to preserving the marine wildlife with marine biologists in a tropical island.
So a typical day in La Tigra National Park, possibly start off in the nursery, pick up some saplings, load them into the wheelbarrows and trudge up Heart Attack Hill with these wheelbarrows. It was good fun, but you know, you feel your heart's at the side of your throat sort of vibrating. It's good fun, a lot of exercise. So up into the sort of jungle on the top of the mountain to plant the saplings along the side of the trail for them to grow for the winter food for the quetzal bird, to try and introduce it more. They chop the grass over here with machetes and rather than fly mows, which is a bit, you know, it's hard work, but it's good fun. You felt after a very short time that the work in La Tigra was worthwhile. You knew that you were helping the local workers, but they don't get a lot of funding. It gave them a more chance to do other worthwhile work in the park.
This is Lancetia Botanical Garden. This is located in northern Honduras, not so far away from the Caribbean Sea. Not only a beautiful place, but a place that is worth keeping it because of the genetic material we are trying and hoping to preserve for the future generation. It happens to be the second largest in the world, second only after the one in London. This place is so important because it holds thousands of species from the world over. We could replenish these species in their native lands where some of them are already near extinction. It also is home for nearly 400 species of birds. Volunteers in Lancetia, a botanical garden, have a very wide spectrum of chores and duties they can perform, going from office duties to teaching English to park rangers, to clearing up trails or designing the trails. Many volunteers in the past have been involved in sign making and sign designing, and with this kind of weather, high humidity, high heat, they don't last very long. So now you see a lot of beautiful signs on the park just because of the work of I2I volunteers.
For me, I was very excited about coming to Utila, coming to an island, a different sort of environment again to what we've been to before. And when I arrived here at the iguana station, I was completely overwhelmed. It was nothing like I imagined at all. It was so very well organised, and the facilities and everything is superb, and the iguanas and the work with the iguanas far exceeds what I was expecting to do. The main job of the day, the first job, is the feeding of the iguanas. So whoever's on duty for that will spend about 2 hours or so preparing the food. Essentially that consists of going around the garden at the station and collecting flowers and leaves and various other pieces of fruit and so on. Once you've made your 2 bowls of food, you then brave the cages, and you have to go into the cages, take the dirty dishes and so on out, rinse them, clean them, and put the fresh food in. That can take anything from half an hour to an hour and a half, depending on how energetic the iguanas are. If it's a visitor day, Monday, Wednesday and Friday, then you often find yourself manning the visitor centre. If it isn't a visitor's day, then usually we work on various projects or bits and pieces that needs us to do around the station. Could be anything from maintenance in the workshop to clearing leaves in the garden, to clearing out the cages, making new signs for some of the animals we have, cleaning the terrariums. There's always something to do. It's really a very rewarding and motivating project because you're so hands-on. It's fantastic, very good.